Hello.
And welcome to Film
Bastards. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to episode 597 of Film Bastards. My name is Ian Loring, and as always, I'm joined by
Becky Foster. Hello, everybody.
And Matt Foster. Hello, everybody.
Hello, one and all, coming to you from the end of a long bank holiday weekend where it kind of feels like this is the last day of summer in the UK. It's going to get a bit shitter tomorrow, and then that's it. Game over.
Then the kids go back to school, and basically it's Christmas.
Yeah. But we got Halloween in between, so that's something at least.
Yeah.
So, coming up on this week's show, we've got 3 main reviews for you. So, we will be covering Ari Aster's divisive, to say the least, Eddington. Celine Song's follow-up to Past Lives, which is the second film of this week's trio that stars Pedro Pascal, Materialists. In both deploying Short King energy, in one actually a bit of a plot point. And we'll be talking about the Stephen King adaptation Mike Flanagan directed, The Life of Chuck. No, there will be blood this week. I didn't have time to get to it, unfortunately. Squeezing in Eddington was it got done, but it was tight. So yeah, there we are. But we will be back with that on the next record. Even though, actually, I say that the next record's probably going to be drunken ramblings from Italy.
Yeah.
So
that might be inserts on the end of the next record. The drunken Italy ramblings, maybe. Well, we'll work it out.
We'll see what we we'll see what we do for context. Mark and I are being joined by Jord and Noel. We're going to Milan for the weekend.
Yes.
Because we all really want to go to the Prada store.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Yeah. We're...
Can you imagine if we actually fucking do?
Could you imagine if we went to that area and just browsed Prada and Gucci and all that? Like, man, we'd be so out of place. We might be taking in a football match. Yes. You know, that's more our speed. So yeah, so there we are. We are a Pod Syndicate podcast, so please do listen to like-minded shows such as Chinstroker vs. Punter, The Rewatch Project, The Good, The Bad, The Odd, Entertainment Landfill, and others. And I believe that'll do it. So, trailers. I feel like they've been low on the ground.
They have been a bit low on the ground, I think, yeah. So the new Nia DaCosta one, Header.
Oh, fuck! I saw this was online. I completely forgot to watch it.
Yeah. I'm interested because it's a Nia DaCosta film.
Sure.
I know we haven't seen it yet fully from Nia DaCosta, but I think there's definitely something there as a filmmaker. I think what we've seen enough of has been interesting, but she's not quite had like a full canvas where she's been able to just do shit. This seems like the first one, and then apparently the Bone Temple, she's been like very effusive at Edinburgh Film Festival about how great it was to work with Alex Garland and Danny Boyle, about like the fact that the script is just amazing, and both of them are very open to you kind of like putting a bit of your own influence into it. The only issue with this is it's got Tessa Thompson in it, and she's doing an accent again, but in the trailer it's not consistent, and it just looks like there's a lot of people wandering around British stately homes and dancing and spinning round and bits like that, and it doesn't look like a period piece either, by the way.
Okay.
And it just looks a little bit like, oh no, this looks really fucking boring. I was hoping this was going to be good.
It's a bit of a passion project for her, this as well.
Which makes me think, right, is it just the trailer? Because there's got to be something else there, because there's not a lot there in the trailer.
I hope so. I mean, she's 2 for 2 for me at the moment. Like, the Candyman's not perfect by any degree, but
it's good.
I think I think it's decent. And Thompson herself has said, yeah, there were some problems with the script on that one. And the Marvels.
I like the Marvels.
Good time. It's a good time.
And I think Candyman is one of those where I don't think it's perfect, but I think it is probably better than I would have expected a Candyman
I'd like to revisit Candyman.
prequel. Not prequel, requel is what I meant.
I think I will around the Halloween season.
Yeah, I think I might. I will definitely give it another go. I liked
think
it,
part of its issue for us is we all watched Candyman.
and it is a real banger.
You can't watch the original Candyman and then watch something else and compare it to it, because it is going to lose that fight.
Yeah,
Anything would lose that fight because it's
Yeah, I mean,
a perfect movie.
Candyman is as close to a nightmare put on film as you could pretty much ever get.
And
That film is
and when you get that score
really
as
upsetting.
well,
Yeah,
it adds to the weird. It almost adds to the trance nature of it. Like, it pulls you in,
Sure.
because it's got such a. The score is so out of place for a horror movie. But yeah, so I mean, it looks very nice. I think it might just be the Tessa Thompson bit that worries me.
Is she doing a remake of Sleeping with the Enemy?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. Because that's quite a good film, is Sleeping with the Enemy.
It's a good film,
just, you have to watch Julia Roberts and you hate her.
I do hate it, but it's a good film.
It is a
so
good
I can forgive it for that. A Big Bold Beautiful Journey trailer 2.
yeah,
I'm up for this.
I am as well.
yeah.
You know, a rom-com that seems like it's gonna have a little bit more going on once you're actually sat down watching it than is trying to get you to sit down watch it. Yeah, and I saw somebody saying about it and saying it's a bit weird because Margot Robbie is like in her late 20s, early 30s, and Colin Farrell's in like his late 40s, early 50s. Shouldn't this be a bit icky? And it's like, no, because they look like they could be a couple.
And she's 35.
She's 35.
Yeah.
I was reading what I've read and think.
I know, but it's weird.
But I'm just saying that it just seems like that's hopefully going to be one where people are going to try saying it and everyone's going to go, no, I think that Margot Robbie would fuck Colin Farrell.
I think most people would fuck Colin Farrell,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Um,
Oh, God, has it got fucking Waller-Bridge in it? Can't she just fuck off?
No, it would appear not.
Because she's got two rich parents. Is that why?
Yeah.
We're basically stuck with her forever
She's landed
because her
gentry.
parents are wealthy.
Super wealthy.
I don't care. She is the least charismatic screen presence in anything she's in.
I've only ever seen her in a couple of things and I never watched that. Fleabag, was it? Have I
Yeah.
made that up?
Yeah, but she was fucking awful in that. Oh God, yeah, she's the voice of that annoying fucking robot that I was saying how much I hated, and you're like, is that because it's Phoebe Waller-Bridge?
Anyway, that's The Big Beautiful Journey.
Oh no, I think this will be mint.
Yep.
A weird film helmed by two really charismatic stars, proven like good screen presences. I'm fine with it. I love weird.
Yep.
I watched the trailer for Kiss of the Spider Woman on a shitter in Edinburgh.
How was that?
I haven't seen the original, and I think William Hurt won an Oscar for it, if I remember correctly.
I think so.
Yeah. And so directed by Bill Condon, and it's
I'm glad he's still working.
yeah, too right. And it stars it's Diego Luna and a trans actor, I think, whose name I can't recall, and apologies for that. It's like it's like Cher or Prince.
Tonatia?
Tonatia, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And it's like they're in a prison, and Tomatia may be in there as a plant to get information out of Diego Luna, but then every now and then Jennifer Lopez is there doing like elaborate stage numbers, and I think she's an actress they both like or something. and I just like I've got no idea what's going on here, but I'm up for it.
Have you seen the original?
No.
It's very good, actually.
Yeah, no, I don't doubt it, and yeah, I mean, I just looked at this, and it was weird because I think it either played Sundance or South by Southwest and didn't have a distributor. And it's like J-Lo's basically kind of like forced this into being herself, and apparently the word is like she really, really, really wants to do an awards campaign for this, and it's like good luck to her. Like that'll be fun. I mean, yeah, I'm intrigued to see what the fuck this film actually is. The trailer sells it. Sorry,
the original's got Raul Julia and William Hurt in it.
Yeah,
that's right. Raul, yeah.
I just want to watch that now.
It's very good. I mean, the thing is, Bill Condon kind of gets forgotten about a little bit, I think. Has been like a good filmmaker. I mean, he made Breaking Dawn Part 1, but then he made Breaking Dawn Part 2. That's fair, yeah. That's fair. I mean, not going on, the guy's not had like any serial bangers or anything like that, but he's made some decent films. Dreamgirls is a good film. Sorry, it just is.
Dreamgirls is alright.
Yeah.
Yep.
Eddie Murphy's fucking great in that. Dreamgirls is a good
Candyman 2, Farewell to the Flesh.
Let's move on.
Kinsey's a good film, actually.
Kinsey's a good film, actually, yeah. Did anyone watch the trailer for the way too on the nose titled Fairyland?
No.
So
what's that about?
Is it the one with Scoot?
It is. So Scoot McNairy seems to play a gay man who was in a relationship with a woman, even though he is outwardly gay. Had a kid. The woman has now passed, and he's now raising the kid. But it's like I think it's based on a book written by the kid about her growing up with effectively a single gay dad
in San Francisco.
Yeah, and it's and so that seems what it's about, and it seems like one of those ones where it starts, it's over like 3 time periods, and I watch it going, this just looks a little bit. I bet it's good because everybody in it is good. And Scoot McNairy, one of the pull quotes is, Scoot McNairy gives a career best performance. I'm like, well, Scoot McNairy's fucking good in everything. Yeah. So, he must be fucking good in that. And then it came up at the end and it went, Fairyland. And I was a bit like, oh, that feels a little bit.
Is it based on a book or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah,
it is.
Sort of based on a book, yeah.
Yeah, alright. I mean, I think you can almost forgive it that.
I can just about forgive it for that, yeah, because it's based on a book which I'm assuming is also called Fairyland. But it just is a little bit like, alright.
I mean, I don't know, what else would it be called? Like My Gay Dad, based on the novel Fairyland by Sapphire.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me.
That was something that just dug up for the memory hole. The fact that they renamed the film from Push because they didn't want people to confuse it with that fucking Chris Evans, Paul McGuigan directed thing. It's so funny.
Doesn't Push have like the really weird ending? Like the really like fucking cuts off to go to a sequel that was never going to happen ending?
All I really remember from that film is that it was darker than I thought it was going to be. Like, I think maybe Chris Evans is a wrong-un.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. Relay. Has anyone watched the trailer for this?
No, I didn't see this.
It's a 19... Right, the problem is...
This is David Michaud, yeah?
Is it Michaud or is
the
it
Animal
Mackenzie?
Kingdom dude. Sorry?
Is it Michaud or is it David Mackenzie?
Mackenzie.
Oh, is it David Mackenzie? All right, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm a bit more interested. Okay.
The film looks good. And, I quite like seeing Riz Ahmed in stuff. He's good. But this trailer is that trailer I watched here was a 70s style trailer.
Oh, yes.
So it's set up as it like 70s trailers were. The only issue with it is that it's shot either on film, but on like high grade film, so it's shot there. But it looks too clean. But they're trying to do all these 70s, like the voiceover is very 70s. He's a man, and like that. But like, yeah, but it's in 4K. The trailer.
I have a very serious.
So it feels
question
weird.
about Sam Worthington's IMDb picture.
What?
Is he AI?
That picture of Sam Worthington does look a little bit that picture there. But yeah, but like the look of the film.
It's not just a picture of him as a Navi, is it?
No, I would know. I would know that wasn't real.
You would know.
Just because of the blue. He just looks like a fake man. He just looks like they just generically put man in as an AI prompt, and that's what it came.
But he literally is Skin Job Prime.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, really looks good. Like look of it. And, like nice to have David McKenzie back.
Nice.
What else have we got? I feel like we've got more.
There might be one or two more.
Mastermind.
The new Kelly Reichardt. Fuck me, man. Like, I think a lot of these came out when I was in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
And it was like, the only time I've really got is when I'm taking a poo. So I watched Kiss of the Spider Woman and that was it.
Yeah, Mastermind. Yeah, go on then. Looks alright. Just not sure I care that much.
Is it the Art Thief one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a great trailer, but a film I'm kind of interested in. But I don't really find... Is it Josh O'Connor or is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
you're right. Yeah.
really find him that...
Engaging?
No. I often find that when I'm looking at him, I think... You need to scrub up better if you're going to be in movies.
Yeah.
I mean, he played that scuzzy role in Challenge as well, though, didn't he?
He plays that well, but now I'm starting to look at it and go, wait a minute, was that a role or is that just him?
Is he in Wake Up Dead Man?
I think he is, yeah.
I think he is, yeah. Yeah. I think he's interesting. He just hasn't really been in a lot.
No, he seems tired as well in everything he's in.
It's like if Paul Mescal could be in like 50% less and he could be in 50% more, I think I'd be alright with that.
I think
Could we not get rid of both of them and get someone good in?
I think what we should do is just instead of when they're going right, we're between Mescal or Connor, somebody should just go. Oh, we could just put Aris Dickinson in it.
That's always a good call.
Because he just seems better.
Just very quick tangent alert.
Sorry, go on.
Very quick tangent alert. It just reminded me, because he's been speculated as Bond, Austin Butler having to come out in an interview and say, I think it would be sacrilegious if I played Bond, is hilarious.
Yeah.
Austin Butler as Bond. He can be a lot of things. Don't get me wrong. Bond. Sorry, there we are. I'm done.
Fucking Tom, what's his face though?
I would fucking take Paul Chuckle over Tom Holland.
I think Tom Holland would take Paul Chuckle. I don't think he'd want to do it.
No.
I think he'd be like, I am not right for this. No. Have you seen how much money I've made off Spider-Man? I am not right for this role.
Yeah, the Chuckle Brothers, that was a time.
It was a time, yeah. Email your man. What? Why are you looking at me like you don't know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Chuckle Brothers, the scandal where they were sending dodgy emails to people's mums.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
What? Hang on. What? The Chuckle Brothers were, or people posing as the Chuckle Brothers?
No, the Chuckle Brothers were.
What?
Yeah. They were sending like nude emails.
Wow.
Yeah. That's
to
not like
people's mums.
That's not liable. Yeah, to like when they're collecting email addresses at their shows, yeah.
Yikes. It's not an email you'd want to open, is it?
What? Like, hang on. So what? Did the mailing list thing have a, like, are you a mum, yes or no tick box?
I'm guessing the majority of people that went there, because they'd had to get emails off, they can't get an email off a child because you're not allowed to. So the emails that they collected at their shows will have been, the females will have probably been mostly mums. Yeah.
Right.
They weren't like blanket fucking messaging, but the specific ones, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you sure? I mean, like, because Barry Chuckle's the one who died, wasn't he? So you can say anything you want about him. Or was it Paul?
One of them. They're both the same.
I'm going to ask ChatGPT which of the Chuckle brothers is still alive. Let's, like, boil the kettle for that, shall we? Which one of the Chuckle brothers is still alive? Oh, connection failed. Tap to retry.
Chuckle Brothers.
Which one of the Chuckle brothers is still alive?
Paul. Barry's dead.
You got that answer quicker than ChatGPT did.
Yeah.
He's still having a think. Right, Barry's dead. I was right. So yeah, Barry Chuckle. He was emailing all sorts of mums.
Right. Daniel Day-Lewis is back.
Yeah. Right. So this film apparently is art house as fuck.
Yeah.
But they have done a great job of making this trailer seem like actually maybe it's not.
Yeah. I know. They've done a great one to see that it might be a little bit of a psychological thriller, but yeah, apparently it is. It shit get weird.
Anemone.
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 Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anemone.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks good.
It does, because it kind of just looks like DDL and Sean Bean being fucking.
Brothers
are you gonna stab?
are
Are you gonna slip my throat in the night or something?
Oh man,
for an hour and a half.
Trailer for this, but from the plot description on IMDb, it sounds like such a big plate of vegetables.
No, I don't look like vegetables.
What's the plot description?
Family bonds between fathers, sons, and brothers are explored as complex relationships unfold through personal journeys and generational conflicts.
That doesn't look like what the trailer is.
Okay.
It just looks like they're in a hut, and then every now and then Samantha Morton's like in the real world.
Yeah. What it looks like is that from the trailer, from what you can gather, it's Daniel Day-Lewis has disappeared into the fucking wilderness.
Yeah.
Sean Bean's his brother has come and found him, and he's now trying to work out why he left.
Okay.
And it's just Daniel Day-Lewis at the end just looking like menacing, and then at the end just saying something along the lines of, "Why are you here?" to Sean Bean. And you can almost see Sean Bean's soul leave his body. It's, yeah. I mean, the problem is, while you're watching it, you watch it going, right, we know Daniel Day-Lewis is an all-timer there. And a part of that is because he's incredibly selective as what he does. And he's selective because of how involved he gets into it in the process.
Yeah.
There. But you watch it going, but also he is such a magnetic presence on screen. It's fucking... He can do terrifying just by looking at something. It's that quality that some actors have. De Niro's got it, for instance. Ben Foster has a little bit of it. Of just a glance can look fucking terrifying. But yeah, very up for it. Some good trailers this week.
Yep. I believe that might be it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like proper getting into the not blockbuster season now.
Yeah.
Like with these trailers.
The last one I will say is Good Boy. I don't want to watch that.
Yep. Not going to be watching that. Thank you very much.
I know you're looking forward to it in a way, I bet.
I think it looks real intriguing.
I can see why I find it intriguing.
It does.
I don't want to watch a dog be scared for 90 minutes.
I don't think
I
that's
can't.
it. I think you're watching the dog watch his human be scared.
Right, but the dog will be reacting to that.
No, but yeah, the dog's reacts to like a noise downstairs and stuff like that. You know, it's
Just I can watch people, children be scared, but that dog doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, but he's trying to. It's about him trying to save his.
Yeah, I
human.
know, but
It's aspirational for all dogs.
It sits weird.
Bex, you're going to be the canary in the coal mine on this one.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It just sits weird with me. I don't like watching animals in peril because animals inherently, majority of them, are good. And I don't want to see them get hurt.
You've met our prick of a fluffy son, right?
Yeah, he's a prick because we created him as a prick.
True, yeah.
All animals are inherently good. It's the environment that fucks them up.
Yeah.
Ours is just spoilt.
Yeah, he is. He's a fluffy menace.
He is a menace.
Yeah.
I will definitely be watching Good Boy, yeah. I think it looks really, really interesting.
That's fine. I can see why people are interested. It's very much one of those, I just don't think I need that in my life.
Fair.
If it was a cat, I think I could deal with it. That's the thing.
Weirdly,
The cat would just go upstairs and go under the bed or something and just let his human die.
Yeah,
it would
weirdly,
be a really boring film.
Fair point.
If it was a cat, I'd be alright with it. Yeah,
Fair
because
point.
the cat would just be like,
I'm not fucking with this.
how long before I eat it? If he's there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just need a big warning at the start of that film. Don't worry, the dog doesn't die.
Oh, don't worry, the dog doesn't die.
What?
It's been
confirmed on it.
Yeah, the makers of the film have gone, right, guys, I know this is a big issue and I don't want it to stop people watching our film. The dog doesn't fucking die.
Yeah. But what if that's a fake out?
Oh.
Absolute bastards.
Yeah, that's it. I'm going to need Bex to help me out on this one.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Good Boy. It is a good trailer. Like, fair play. Like, I can't.
Such a cute
Yeah, I
little
can't
doggo
handle
as
that.
well. Like, he's got such an
It
expressive
is.
face.
Is it a real dog or is it a CG dog?
No, it's a real dog.
That's
Are
a
you
real
sure?
dog.
Yeah, he's called Indy.
Yeah.
You should then just get a bunch of cats together.
Pretty sure.
What's that line in The Simpsons about?
It's
they're
not.
like,
What do you usually need to do cows? You usually just take a bunch of cats together.
yeah, it's good. That's good. Right. Okay. Let's start with. Oh God. Mark's let me in on the fact that he thinks that one of the films, at least one of the films we're discussing this week, is shit. Right. Okay. I'm going to go with that one. So this is a bit of a game.
Directed by...
Materialists is written and directed by Celine Song and stars Dakota Johnson, Chris Evans and Pedro Pascal. A young, ambitious New York City matchmaker finds herself torn between the perfect match and her imperfect ex. Mark, was it this one?
Little bit.
Right, okay, cool. Yeah. So, I mean, as you know, I think we've all been a bit, not sure about this with Materialists for a while.
Yep.
And I'm going to start on this one, but just because I want to say that I almost feel like there's. I don't think it's shit, but my God, does it make it hard for itself there? Due to two things. I think the third act is a disaster. Just to say, spoiler alert, Chris Evans giving the big romantic speech just after Dakota Johnson has spent all night with a woman who's just like had gone through a really traumatic incident with a guy. Interesting timing. B, Dakota Johnson is not good at this. Whether it's acting or being the lead in this kind of a film, I'm still unsure, but man, she really fucked this one up. So, but Short King Pedro Pascal, I thought he was alright. And I thought the film looked amazing. And I thought that it had some good, like, what felt very real insights into what dating must be like now. And there was an authenticity to it that I appreciated, but I'm not. I'm relieved that the reaction to this one does appear to have been a bit. Nah, thanks. Overall, because after Past Lives, I think I might have started thinking I was taking crazy pills if the reaction to this one was strong. I will also say as well, the fact that Celine Song is now going to be writing and directing a sequel to my best friend's wedding is fucking mental after watching this film. Mark, go ahead.
I'm going to disagree on a few things. I'm going to agree
Please
with
do.
you that Dakota Johnson is
A cunt who doesn't deserve love.
is just she's. I don't know if she's a bad actress because I don't think she is a bad actress. I think that she's just not. When she plays being a dick, she's too convincing at it. And the problem there is her character is just so thoroughly unlikable that it makes it quite difficult to give a shit for why either of these people actually like her.
Yeah, the film treats her like she's this massive cat. She's horrible.
Yeah.
I think a flaw of it is that as soon as Chris Evans comes on the scene, she's suddenly, like, if he asked her if she wanted to fuck right now, she'd just be like, yeah, let's go. But then it's all but, you know, like, I only date, like, you know, like the big bank balance. The fact that when she's getting with Pedro Pascal for the first time, she's more turned on by the apartment than him.
This is the...
what?
I think that it's very much a... it's very much a film where this doesn't give a representation of what dating is like. This gives a representation of what rich people date like. And that is... It then breaks down into... I'm not even sure it's a... It didn't feel real at all. It was basically... All women want is a rich guy who's over 6 foot, and all men want is a 23-year-old. And it just felt a little bit like...
It feels like it's been made by someone who took Sex and the City as a documentary.
So, apparently Celine Song did spend some time working as a matchmaker, because of course she did. But I know. But
Yeah,
it's
my
got to
thing
be for, like, rich people, though.
That's fine. But a matchmaker is somebody is very different to... Did she spend time working, I don't know, at Plenty of Fish or something like that? No. She works as a matchmaker where people will spend an awful lot of money to do it. It isn't just somebody who fucking works at like average 9 to 5 isn't doing that.
I mean, to be fair to the film, it is called Materialists.
That's
like,
fine.
it's... Yeah. I thought it felt like a pretty authentic portrayal of the dating scene, like, in that environment, don't get me wrong, where it's just like, if he doesn't earn over 200k a year, I'm not interested, kind of, you know, like, there's almost a fucking eugenics sheen to that, I don't know, you know? But, yeah.
Yeah, it's just... I mean... At the end of it as well, where she basically decides, all spoilers, that she's going to settle. And then it's like, I'll pick up some extra shifts, and she's like, And it's like, it was icky.
It's all the whole thing's icky.
And literally, from the moment that she was having the conversation on the balcony with her boss about the leg breaking thing, I was like, well, that's going to come up later on. And the minute she looks at a scar on Pedro Pascal's legs, it's like, oh, so he's had an operation to make himself taller.
And then immediately dumps him.
Yeah. It's not about that. It's not about that. But I have decided that I will never love you. But it's definitely not about that.
Do you know what it is for me? What took it from being a bad film to bad filmmaking was the character switches, the like journeys are completely unearned. So like the bit where it's like, I can't remember exactly what she says, but she says something like, "You'll never love me," or "You don't love me." To Pedro Pascal, after they're having the leg breaking conversation. It's like, no, like the film's quite clearly shown that he does treat you really well, and
he does
seem to actually really care about you.
That's the difficult thing. There is no. He gives up, so he's just like, yeah, you're right, so easily. It's like, really? Because there's been no sense that you are not into her.
Yeah, and it's almost like she's gone, you know, it's this. It's just
narratively, I want this character to be this now.
Yeah.
So they're this. Like the Chris Evans thing, he goes from being, you know, he's not inarticulate, but he's not exactly effusive with his words. He's just like a cater waiter who acts a bit as well. And then sort of all of a sudden he makes a complete like 180 and he's giving emotional, heartfelt fucking speeches. Like he's not that guy for the rest of the movie, and then suddenly the film needs him to be, so he is.
I just think,
and like he's racing around, taking her back to the city because this girl needs her. He's not giving any indication prior that he's that guy.
No, but I think he is absolutely in love with her and will do anything for her, but just also knows that she's bad for him.
Literally, after this film ended, I WhatsApped Noel because I know he'd already seen it, and I was just like, I give them 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I said to you, didn't I? That's a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah. She's going to leave him for what is it? For a rich guy at some point.
He's not going to pick up extra shifts. His roommate's going to do something that's going to annoy her, and then he's not going to do anything about it, and. That will be that.
Yeah.
I don't know. The more we talk about it, it is. Yeah, but
it's the thing is, I didn't not enjoy my time with it. I just felt it was just. I just felt it had nothing really there apart from 3 attractive people.
It felt to me like the producers were just like, we got Johnson, we got Pascal, we got Evans. They all work an absolute shitload. We've literally got this window for them to start in a month. So whatever shape your screenplay is in a month is what we're shooting.
Yeah.
It
feels
it
underwritten.
just wasn't baked. Yeah, it's not baked. There's not enough in it to convince you that Chris Evans is the right guy for her. There's not enough in it to convince you that Pedro Pascal is not the right guy for her. And the real ending of this film should have been she doesn't get with either of them.
Pedro Pascal is the exact right guy for her. She's just weirdly convinced herself that she's going to that nobody's right for her. But he actually is perfect for her because he's rich, he's good looking enough. He treats her right. He'll give her the life she wants. There you go.
Yeah, like her bit there is like she makes out like he's treating her like some kind of trophy, and he actually doesn't.
He's all right.
He goes to the shitty ex-boyfriend's play. He wants to take her on holidays. He really likes her.
Not only that, when he goes to the ex-boyfriend's play, when they're having a drink, he's just sat chatting with people.
Yeah.
You know, he seems like he'd be a good dude.
It just, even if, like, and this would be bad screenwriting in itself, but it would be something, even if there was a hint of animosity between him and Evans in that, like, they're chatting at the bar or something, and, you know, something
He's
happens
scowling
there.
at him in the background or something.
I thought
anything like that.
I thought the end of that scene, that sequence where he goes out with them, when they got the bar, I thought that he was going to do something like pick up the entire tab for the party or something like that. So it wouldn't make him be a dick.
But he's big manning Evans.
But he's accidentally big manning because it's nothing to him. He in his mind, he's doing a nice thing for these people who've been gracious enough to invite him out, and he's doing a nice thing. But to Evans, it would be, what the fuck?
It's just, you're so right though, Bex. Like, there's that shot of Evans and Johnson talking, and Pascal's just in the background chatting to someone.
Yeah,
and it
isn't it?
Yeah.
And it just, he seems like a decent dude. Like,
small aside as well, Evans's play looked shit.
yeah,
Look shit.
I cannot wrap my head around how Chris Evans looks in this movie either. Like, his hair looks too big for his head, which is now too small.
Because he's had a new hair transplant.
Yeah, I know, but it's bad. It's bad.
It's a good hair transplant.
It's too big. It's like a mushroom on top of his head.
It's just it's
settling.
It's settling. Yeah.
Well, he needs to just do like Mo Salah did and just like keep it short for a bit and just let it grow in.
Oh, like Beckham's doing at the moment.
Oh no, don't look at him. He's got like a Jocelyn Wildenstein face now. It's really weird.
It's going a bit wrong, isn't it?
Yeah, it's horrific.
Yeah.
Oh, another small aside actually on the Materialists. That caveman at the beginning has 100% owned an iPhone.
Oh, that caveman knows what threading is.
Yeah, that caveman's got a skincare regime with more than 6 steps.
The whole caveman bit, right?
Just shit.
Just like that.
It sets the shit stall out real early this movie.
It's like, oh, fuck off. Don't try and fucking have this weird... It feels like something that would be in a much broader comedy version of this movie.
I will say, the screening I was in, it was deathly silent for the entire thing. There was no audience reaction to anything. There's no chuckle bits
in it either.
No.
It's not comedy. And it's got no real romance in it.
No.
Or drama.
No. I mean, I will say, I thought the woman who played the client who
Sophie
gets assaulted. Yeah. I thought she was good, and I thought that the Johnson spiralling in that moment, I thought she did that quite well.
Oh, in her sleuth costume.
Oh, the sleuth costume! Oh, for fuck's sake! That was that was wonderful. Right, literally, that wasn't her. That wasn't her coat.
No, that was evidently Pedro's.
That was evidently Pedro's. So she's gone, I need to go incognito. I know what I need. I need a baseball cap and a sleuthy coat.
Yeah. That was fucking awful. And that took all of the gravity out of that element of the film for me because she looked so fucking stupid. Like the bit after I said, oh my god, she looks so effortlessly stylish when she goes to meet Chris Evans, and then they go to that wedding and she wears like a fucking ugly dress with massive chunky black trainers. It's like, are you trying to prove me wrong here? Because you look like shit.
We just like shit.
But the dress was ugly and the trainers were ugly. And together they were an abomination.
And
what a hateful, vacuous piece of shit this movie actually is.
I didn't hate my time with it until until she and Chris Evans go away, and then I like that point I was just like, oh fuck. When I knew Pedro Pascal was out of it and done, I was like, oh, great. It's just going to be the meandering, them getting together for the next half hour then. Brilliant.
But the other bit there is, she says, because when Evan's like, oh, that's my catering firm. And then she's like, oh, do you reckon they can get us into the wedding? So they've got him into the wedding, which in itself is a bit weird.
Yeah.
You know, people would notice.
Yeah.
But I reckon that something's happened. But then she's just really shitty about it. And it's like, you're just a terrible person. And then when she's like to Pedro Pascal, he's like, I don't understand how people can argue in the street, say, oh, I'm the sort of person that can do that. And it's like, yeah, because you are one of the most selfish people that has ever existed on film.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad she didn't end up with Pedro Pascal because he deserves better.
They both deserve better.
Chris Evans?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone deserves better than Dakota Johnson's character.
It literally is. The film literally exists so that, like, if you said to Dakota Johnson, so you're this terrible person, this aren't you? Oh, yeah. So why do these guys want to be with you? And she just gestured to herself. I'm like, yeah, all right, fair enough.
She does have really good hair as well. She is probably 75% of the reason that I almost got a fringe cut back in when I went to the hairdressers the other day.
It's just, like, Pedro Pascal is like, can give her all the material things. Chris Evans can't give her the material things, but just loves her unconditionally. And she is the material.
But the thing is, no, because Pedro Pascal can give her all the material things, but he also, up until that one point where the narrative needs him to not, seems to really care about her.
Oh, yeah.
So he's ticking both boxes.
Gonna take her to Iceland.
Chris Evans has got bad hair and no money.
Yeah.
But loves her. They both love her, but this one's got money.
Do you know what?
And seems to actually be there for her more.
One other bit as well. Never before has a man's reaction when he's asked, when in the film has asked a woman, where would you like to go? And they've gone Iceland. Has his brain gone, fuck, there's no bikinis in Iceland. His entire being is like, Iceland? With like coats, big coats and shit.
Is that why you
let's go
to Prague?
Let's go do that. Let's go wear big coats all the time.
Yeah.
Fucking shit.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
yet definitely not shit.
It's just, it's shit, but it's a real mild shit from me. But I mean, I should have known by the fact that it's a film called Materialists. It is a little bit, this does too much of what it says on the tin.
I think I kind of liked how vacuous and blunt it was. Like, this is a prick, and her clients are fucking bellends, apart from that poor one who gets assaulted. And, like, I'm kind of enjoying seeing these people get fucking called out for bullshit. You know, like, it was, like, maybe not the reason that Celine song was, I keep on saying Celine Dion. It just sounds better than Celine's song.
Because your brain is trying to say Celine Dion.
Oh God, that might well be it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it just, man, you put Jennifer Lawrence or Emma Stone in that fucking lead role, somebody like them, or fucking Emma Mackey. A bit of an up and comer. Like she's in that fucking Ella McKay film coming out.
Daisy Edgar Jones.
Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Just refusing to wear makeup in any movies now. You couldn't really put her in this.
Daisy Edgar Jones could do that, and it would come across more warm.
Well, that's the thing I was going to say. When did Dakota Johnson in 50 Shades movies are shit. But
yeah, I disagree with you massively. The first one is, the second one, the third one are absolute bangers. But have you seen the pommel horse bit?
Yeah, I've seen that. That is really good.
Oof.
Anyway, but they're crap narratively
How fucking dare you?
That are saved by their really charming stars. When did Dakota Johnson lose all of her charm?
When she started wearing more clothes.
No, she wears clothes in 50 Shades.
Vibes.
No, I'm not
when she had to live with Chris Martin for a few years.
Do you know what? Maybe that is why she's a tit.
Right. I do, however, have this to say. She's got another comedy film coming out.
Splitsville.
That looks fucking great.
And apparently that it's good.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm really looking forward to that. That looks good. That looks fun. Looks quite nasty. I'm very mild shit on it. Is what I would say. I am shit. I can't even give a shit. But I'm closer to touching cloth than I am to this is abhorrent. Nobody should ever watch it.
Bex is just like aggressively the worst kind of beery shit you could have.
This is the night after you've been out for a really spicy curry shit.
Is it? Because I'm not certain I'm never going to watch it again.
I could never recommend this to somebody. I'd have to with the caveat of, if you want to lose all faith in humanity, watch this piece of absolute shit.
I don't know, man. You want to lose your faith in humanity? Let's talk about another film we're going to talk about later on.
Very quickly before we get into that, so Splitsville reminded me of it, but it's not. You know that War of the Roses movie?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Well, I feel it's good, to be honest. But
go
on. So there is a poster in one of the stores that is across from my shop. Is the Osprey store.
Yeah.
And there is a big fucking... Because obviously, I'm guessing Osprey provided all of, like, the handbags in the fucking movie or something like that.
Right, okay.
And one of the girls I work with is into films, and her partner's works at cinema and did film at uni, and so she watched a lot of films. And she just went, Mark? It's like, yes, is it just me or is that a poster for War of the Roses in the Osprey store? I was like, yeah, I think there's some like kind of like product placement collab. It's like, it's not the weirdest I've seen here. It's like, there's been weirder than that. It's like, oh yeah, the Tefal store once had a standee of Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth next to a trouser press.
Oh.
For Men in Black International.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Advertising a trouser press?
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
What?
Yeah, that was when it Black International came out, the Tefal store had a standee like in the window, and it was Tessa Thompson. What is it? And it was advertising a trouser press. Yep. Sorry, actually, that just reminded me of that for some reason.
I don't remember that bit. Oh god, there was probably some fucking scene when she was getting suited up or something where there was a trouser press in the background.
Yep.
My
Okay.
word. My word.
Tefal partnered with Sony for the release of Men in Black International in 2019 to promote its IXEO linen care system through a digital campaign, Insta advertising, and social media. Yep.
Sure.
It's product placement's so weird. Yeah, sorry about that. I've derailed it a little bit. Let's flip that around.
No, you're right. It is weird. Right. Okay. You know, I just kind of mentioned it in passing there. Let's talk Eddington. So, Eddington is written and directed by Ari Aster. Stars Joaquin Phoenix, Emma Stone, Pedro Pascal, Austin Butler, Luke Grimes, Clifton Collins Jr. Just like a lot of people, quite frankly. And in May of 2020, a standoff between a small town sheriff and mayor sparks a powder keg as neighbour is pitted against neighbour in Eddington, New Mexico. So, it's Ari Aster's follow-up to Beau is Afraid, the film that turned me around on Ari Aster. I still haven't rewatched Hereditary or Midsommar, and I really, really should. Bex, what did you make of 2.5 hours of Eddington?
I don't want to go first.
Mark,
I hated
what did
it.
you...
I thought it was a mess, to be
Okay.
honest. I think it had too many threads that he didn't really know what to do with. I think if you're going to make a pandemic movie, don't make it 5.5 years after the fact. I thought Pedro Pascal was decent in it. I thought Joaquin Phoenix was decent in it, although his character was a hateful dickhead. I thought Emma Stone was awful in it. could have used more Austin Butler just because he was pretty and he broke up the scenery. Yeah, just a waste of time. And there's no real narrative to it because it's trying to do the absolute fucking most and not succeeding. For me. Like, it just wasn't... If it had taken any of those threads and fleshed them out properly, I think it would have been better. But... Because, like... A number of the stories were interesting and a number of the things it was trying to say were interesting, but it just doesn't take them to fruition. It just kind of abandons them.
Eddington is my favourite film of the year so far.
Oh shit, sorry, Ian.
The thing is...
Is it your film of the year so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now... the thing is, the film that it kind of reminded me of was Civil War, and
that's fair.
Bex and I were very, very opposite on Civil War, and the general mood on the internet for Eddington does seem to be a bit like, oh, fuck off, so it's. I think it very much is in the eye of the beholder, but I just thought it was a really entertaining vision of why humanity probably shouldn't be here anymore. Or at least, like, I don't know, something pretty fucking significant needs to change. I thought it was very stressful. In moments, very funny. Like that one moment where the kid Brian is like lecturing his parents at the dinner table, and then the dad just looks at him and goes, "What, are you fucking retarded? You are white." And then the way that his character at the end of the film, like the way his arc ends up.
But did you see that coming a mile off though?
Oh yeah, but I mean, it's... I just found the abrasive tone, like, weirdly entertaining. Same with Beau Was Afraid, quite frankly. Beau Was Afraid is a film about a guy really, really afraid to have sex because he thinks it's somehow going to give him a brain aneurysm, and he has sex and it makes the partner have a brain aneurysm instead. Like, it's just this, like, dark,
very silly movie.
Yeah. But then I think there are moments of Eddington that are silly, like the fucking, like, the way he dresses up his sheriff car as that, like, propaganda mobile, but at the same time it's like, you're being manipulated is Y-O-U-R, not Y-O-U''RE.
Yeah.
Like, silly shit like that. The way, and just the way that everybody in this film is a bit of a dickhead. Like, there is no one in this film you can grab onto.
I would say there's only one that I think isn't necessarily outwardly that much of a dickhead, and it's the Michael, the Black Copper.
Oh yeah. Even though that, like, he's chatting about crypto and all this, like, kind of stuff as well. He kind of feels like he's being led down a path online, but the events of the story, like, he's definitely sympathetic. But you've got Joaquin Phoenix's character where he does awful things, and then the last 10-15 minutes of the film is, right, do you feel good about the level of retribution he's had put upon him? And and there's a part of you that's like, probably yes, but then he obviously cares very, very much for his wife, and he is genuinely, legitimately trying to help her. So where that ends up
He's covering up for her dad who abused her and raped her and got her pregnant, no?
But, well, I mean, he makes that on-camera thing about Oh no, well, yeah, all right.
It's horrible. It's a horrible.
He tries to accuse Pedro Pascal of doing it to win a political, to win other votes.
Throws his wife's fucking life under
No,
the bus
yeah,
to try and win a mayoral contest.
I mean, I'm not saying I did feel but yeah, the them watching the video and him just kind of basically kind of like screaming, except he can't scream, so he just makes a noise. You know, like there's. I think the film is asking some questions of the audience there of how do you feel about this then? And even though I think the answer is, yeah, he got some level of this coming. You know, and like the end, like it's his mother-in-law and his carer just all in bed together, and it's. But then his mother-in-law is then like basically the de facto mayor of the town, preaching all this fucking bullshit conspiracy theory stuff. But then, what was the name of the Solid Gold Magikarp? Is like the name of the AI company.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sledgehammer to smash a walnut stuff. And it's blunt, it's abrasive. You know, the Pedro Pascal character. I was kind of surprised he was in it as little as he was, quite frankly. But then the hypocrisy with him as well, like the meeting in the bar, and Joaquin Phoenix is like, "Well, you can't do that," and he's like, "Well, while I'm in the bar, it's the mayor's office. So, and if it's a mayoral like thing, then I can have people in here."
I mean, it was a council meeting, to be fair.
Yeah.
That hobo was just trying to get into a council meeting. He clearly wasn't an elected member of that council.
I mean, it's that's the hypocrisy of all of it. Because I think a lot of us did do things during COVID time where it was breaking the rules because there were times where it suited what we needed doing. I had COVID and took the dog out at 5:30 in the morning on the day before I was officially allowed out because I knew I wasn't going to fucking see anyone.
I think, to be fair, apart from being bullied back into work earlier than we were supposed to go back to work, I think I was relatively well behaved through COVID. Even when your mum came round to bring like birthday presents, she stood like really far out in the garden and left them on the floor, didn't she?
Yeah.
And then went.
Yeah, we were good, but I think it was probably because it was easier for us to be good. But
I think a lot of people twisted the rules to get do things they wanted to do, or and I think when they introduced that bubble concept, there was an awful lot of but what about this and what about that. But yeah, look, so I just found it very entertaining, but in a really pitch black way that I feel Asta is kind of the only one doing that specific vibe at the moment. And I think that's really interesting. So yeah. I don't know. Maybe I've said my whole piece, so apologies. But Mark, what did you think of Eddington?
I struggled with it, to be honest. Very early on, I was like, I don't. I think it's more a part of my struggling through is. I think you said it. I know what you said about it. There's a lot of eye of the beholder thing with it. I think it very much, and I think Asta is one of those people who, one of those directors where if it's got you, then you're going to go on a ride with it. If it never gets you, then the ride you're going on is just, you're not going to enjoy it because it's not the roller coaster. It's a drive to your grandma's. And so I was a bit more like that with it. I felt it was there's a lot going on, but I didn't feel everybody's terrible within it.
Not Sheriff Jimenez from
Jimenez. His story was better.
Oh no, he's all right.
I liked him.
Yeah.
I was devastated when he died. Actually.
Yeah. And I do think that it had that thing of a lot of Ari Aster's movies have, where it gets to the end, but not the end, because he always puts a coda on the end of his movies. But it gets to the end, and it's the antagonist/protagonist, because they're always kind of the same thing in Aster films, running around screaming, doing something a bit wild. So, the story that out of all of it that I wanted to see more of was the Austin Butler's character story. Because genuinely, I thought when he turned up the first time, I was like, oh, this is where it starts getting fucking really good. Because I was in with it at that point. I was uncomfortable. I wasn't really liking it, but I was engaged with it. I think I was going, I don't like this because I just want to fucking forget about that whole fucking, what is it? The whole bollocks of that. And I think that's probably influenced my feelings on the movie. And when he turns up, it's like, oh, because he does have an electric energy to himself as a screen presence. And the fact that he's just wandering around the house.
Yeah.
And then he finishes the water and just goes, I'm going to go and clean this. And just fucking wanders in the house as the fucking mother-in-law's having like a fucking breakdown, and he just walks straight past her. Just not giving a fucking shit.
So irritating, that woman.
But she's supposed to be irritating.
I know, but...
There's bits of it that I liked, but then there's other bits of it that I was just like, I just didn't get on with, and all the way through it, I was going to myself, well, that kid's going to end up being a MAGA kid. The kid who's trying to be Black Lives Matters to impress a girl.
Like a young Republican MAGA guy.
And Joaquin Phoenix isn't going to die because he should.
Yeah.
But he won't.
I mean, he's basically trapped in hell now.
Yeah, but you know that he's not going to die. You're not going to get that cathartic. That motherfucker is dead. Because Ari Aster isn't that filmmaker. But my biggest complaint is it's too fucking long.
It's so long.
It just...
That whole pointless fucking bit on the end... Just take that off. You'd lose nothing.
No, it didn't sit with me. I didn't hate it, but I think Luke Grimes is doing an awful lot of good work in this as the deputy.
Yeah.
Like the fact that he's gradually getting more worked up. What I will give it, it doesn't. It gets the idea of this is what would happen in a small town where, you know, he's influenced by the idea of like, you know, they're having a go at cops. They shouldn't be having a go at cops, but they're never like he's never like outwardly racist or anything like that. He doesn't seem like a bad guy. It's just everybody is just influenced by what is their echo chamber coming through their phone.
Well, that's it. It's the
and I get that. Sorry,
the macro's influence on the micro, isn't it? That's
yeah.
kind of the.
And I get that, but I maybe just because I'm a bit like, just don't look at your fucking phone as much.
Yeah.
It is a little bit like that. Like the world isn't what social media is going. It makes you think it is.
But I mean, I don't think this film is professing to have any answers or anything, though. It's just look at this.
Yeah.
Doesn't this feel fucking real?
It's
and look how fucking ridiculous the shit people are doing and saying in this film is.
It's everyone's shit. You know, you've got the, you know, it's not outright saying, look, this is the people who are right wing and this is people who are left wing. It doesn't do that. It doesn't pitch Pedro Pascal as he's the Democratic mayor of this. What is it? It avoids
It doesn't pitch
that.
him as being the lefty because he's, you know.
Right, but what it does do is there's predictions. He's corrupt.
Yeah.
He's being bought. And it just, that's it. You know, Joaquin Phoenix character, yes, he'd be a terrible mayor because he seems like he's a bit of a fucking idiot.
I mean, and he's unhinged, he shoots people.
And he's unhinged. But there's an element of what Astor does there is he goes, but he does seem to actually give a shit about his town. There's bits of that. It's an odd duck of a movie that I just wasn't. It didn't grab me.
Even the way that, like the kind of like the Antifa people at the end, they're not Antifa. It's a fucking false flag.
Yeah.
Thing happening, and like it's interesting because this film has been criticised for like seemingly like not having a side, and
which is the same thing as happened with Civil War.
Yeah. And I think it's pretty obvious within the film that Ari Aster is not a COVID denier. Much as I think it's pretty obvious that Alex Garland's portrayal of Nick Offerman in the film is probably pretty Trumpy.
Yeah.
So it's... But what the film is basically trying to say, look at where we're at, where everybody is having some point of their viewpoint bent by shit in the background, but it's not Epstein, conspiracy stuff. It's not lizard people. It's just powerful people who are able to manipulate a message.
It's algorithmically you're being manipulated to be angry at something, because if you can get people angry, you can get a message, you can get a more silly message over to them, and you can get them to believe that what they're angry about is real, even if it's fucking not.
That's like my Reddit over the last few days has been really pushing, look at where an England flag is now.
Yeah, but the thing about that, quick aside to that, is what's been quite funny is the amount of people that have gone, we don't care. And they're going, no, you do. You do care. You do care. Look how much you care. I don't give a shit.
That's the thing. I'm literally going like, show fewer posts like this, and they're still coming through, basically because it's tied to UK news, seems to be the excuse they're using.
It's like the whole thing is that they're doing this to get people, so that people will get angry about it, so they can then say, look, everyone's just getting angry at us being patriotic.
See, I'm not angry, but I just find it a little bit dystopian when you're driving around and they're all there, and it's like...
I just think it's going to be really funny in about 6 weeks' time, and they all look like shit.
This is the thing. I mean, like we were away for the weekend with the in-laws and like Don's family, and we were talking about this, and I was just like, all right, you're saying, oh, it's patriotic, blah blah blah, right? Ask those same people in fucking January whether they're replacing the flags or like making sure that the flags are in good condition. Then,
yeah,
I bet
they were.
Have them up 365 days a year if you want. Like, if you're that patriotic that you're actually going to do the fucking work, not when it's like 25 degrees outside every day.
Yeah, I'm one of those things where I'm like, I couldn't give a shit. If tomorrow all councils went, do you know what? We quite like this idea of all mini roundabouts being, the George's Cross. It's a fun idea. I'm like, you know what? I don't give a shit. I drive over it. It's a film that didn't click with me, is what I would say. But it's one that I will probably revisit in a couple of years' time, and I might change my mind. It might be that it's just a bit, the whole COVID thing is just a bit too close to bone for me, and I'm a little bit like, I just kind of want us to all, can't we just move on from that? Also, as well, and I said this to you in Abex when we were driving to work this morning, I think that my opinion, a general opinion, because bear in mind that Ari Aster shot this film last year. I think that I think there's an element that he made this film not expecting a certain orange dickhead to be back where he was. And then now it is, and it lands different.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, it's done nothing at the box office. But you do I think you're right there, Mark. I think A24 greenlit this, thinking it's gonna be something that people can look back on and go, wasn't that a fucking weird time?
Well, the tagline,
this shit's still happening.
Was 2020 is hindsight or something like that? I think it was.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's now it's like, it might not be for you guys.
Yeah.
So I'm touching cloth on it.
I thought it was shit.
That's fine.
Film of the year, baby.
It's. I do find Ari Aster quite fascinating as a filmmaker.
I was really keen for this as well.
You were, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were.
But he does. I will say this. I said this to you at Abex when we were driving this morning when we were discussing film bits like that.
A conversation that started with, so,
yeah,
Eddington.
So, what I have seen a lot is now a lot of people now revisionistly talking about Midsummer, about it being this great black comedy. I'm like, no, fuck off. I was there in the trenches of calling that fucker a comedy back then.
Yeah,
and people telling me, no, it's not. It's not. How's it funny? Me going, oh, how's it fucking not?
Mate, you were there in the Hereditary days.
Yeah. Like, laughing my arse off in the fucking cinema with people look at the end of it, looking at me like I was insane.
Yeah.
In fact, I think somebody told me off coming out of Midsummer because I was laughing, didn't they?
Absolute bastards.
No, we were there. What is it? And we went for a drink afterwards. And literally said to us at the table, it's not a comedy, mate. Like, it fucking is. Oh, by the way, very quickly, our materialist poll, definitely not shit 17%, touching cloth 50%, and shit 33%. Eddington, and here we go. 40% definitely not shit, 20% touching cloth, and 40% shit. That feels about right for that movie. Like in terms of, I think it will be whether or not it takes you into a roller coaster or a ride to the grandma you don't like.
Totally fair.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So we are back, and Mark, Bex, what have you guys been watching?
Oh, what have we been watching, Bex? We've not watched loads, have we? Because we've had busy lives, haven't we?
Yes.
Well, we've had like 3 main reviews, and we've watched. Oh, we'll do that one last. Have you watched anything on your own? Because I don't think I have.
I have. Do you want to do mine first? Or
yeah,
do you want to do us?
Do yours first.
Okay. So I watched the classic Western movie The Searchers.
You did, didn't you?
Oh, wow.
I fucking love The Searchers. I haven't watched it in a good few years, and I always think to myself, I don't really like Westerns. But I actually really do whenever I actually watch one. I don't really like John Wayne, but I actually quite like him in stuff when I watch it. Searchers is great. It has views of its time. But I think they are rightly, for a movie from 1956, they are presented as problematic views. They're not condoned as such. So when he's been very anti-Native American and I'd rather her be dead than be a Comanche or whatever I think she is, it's presented as he's being a dickhead. Like he's not a hero really in the movie. He's like an anti-hero. He's trying to rescue her, but also he's a bit of a piece of shit.
Oh yeah, he's not portrayed as being a good dude, but he is, yeah.
But yeah, love The Searchers. I also watched.
Uh-oh.
Well, no, I'll come back. I'll circle back around to that one. So I also watched Save the Last Dance. Probably more problematic actually than The Searchers, in its portrayal of Julia Stiles being real urban.
Yeah, it's bad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really bad. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like this is the first time she's met urban people,
which is code for something.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really bad. And the thing is, I think sometimes like
it is. Hello, fellow urban kids.
Yeah.
I hear you're into the Hip hop.
Hippity hop. Yeah, it's poor, and I think sometimes a really poor movie that's about dancing can be saved by the dancing.
That was my calendar telling me that Liverpool matches are now.
Okay. Anyway, so I think
Yeah, Bex, hurry the fuck up.
it can be saved by the dancing if the dancing's good.
It's not.
So, like for example, the original West Side Story is
banger.
great and it has very good dancing. The remake of West Side Story is very much the same story, but the dancing's shit. So it loses loads of points because of that. The dancing in this is shit.
It's awful.
Her final dance, that's supposed to be like super impressive and get her into Juilliard, is fucking heinous. Cooper could dance better than that.
He can dance better than that.
So yeah, Save the Last Dance isn't good, but I do like Julia Stiles. I like her deadpan face and
Really?
general vibe. I like her in things.
I
like her in this. She's just a shit dancer.
I just feel like the whole that time when she got punked and did the whole "don't you know who I am" thing kind of destroyed her career.
Yeah, possibly. See, I haven't seen that. And then I watched a movie that I feel awful for not liking. Like, I feel like a bad film fan, but I watched Vertigo.
And you didn't like it?
No, it's boring.
Oh wow, fair enough.
It's
It's
so fucking boring.
Quite languid in its pacing. I mean, I think it's good, but I could...
Yeah,
It takes a while to get where it's going.
It really
I'm
does.
there. I think it's good. I'm always a little bit like because it like Sight and Sound's current ranking best movie,
Is
Yeah,
it?
it might well be.
and I'm always a bit like, I'm just not sure it's that good.
The thing is, like, I can't fault the acting. The story's interesting. It's just because it is so slow paced. It's like, fucking come on now.
Oh,
And the
it's
thing
'cause
is-
no one's got attention spans now.
I don't like having to view Jimmy Stewart as being a bit of a prick, and that whole bit where he's trying to turn his new girlfriend into a carbon copy of the dead woman he's obsessed with, despite the fact that obviously
Dead, mate.
spoilers for a really old film, it's the same person, is like, it's horrible to watch. Like, I know he's like spiraling, he's having a mental breakdown and stuff, but like when he's taking her to hairdressers and making her dye her hair blonde and taking her shopping and making her buy the same suit that this dead woman had, it's like, oh no, I don't like this from you, Jimmy. Please go back to being a good guy. You can even have a 6-foot bunny friend, that's fine. Have that kind of mental illness, not the kind of mental illness where you do this. It's gross. So yeah, no, not a fan. And I was gonna watch this and then watch Rear Window, and I was like, no, because what if I just don't like Hitchcock anymore and it's gonna make me not like Jimmy Stewart anymore? I don't think I can do it. But I think I'd be safe with Rear Window because that just is a banger.
Rear Window is a banger, yeah.
So yeah, I apologise to the cinematic world for not liking Vertigo.
Fair.
Maybe I am just a Philistine.
Maybe you are.
Yeah, so that was me on my own. That's all I watched on my own.
I haven't watched anything on my own.
You lazy motherfucker.
I know. I haven't got in the groove of watching things at work yet.
That's fair.
I've been fucking working.
We watched some good stuff together.
But yeah, so we watched Full Metal Jacket, didn't we?
You starting with that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, we did.
You one of your favourite films.
One of my favourite films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Becky, who doesn't like war films, has this and Platoon in her top 10 of all time.
No, I don't like war films in general as a genre. I love Vietnam films.
Fair.
So go fuck yourself. World War One, World War Two movies can just get in the bin. I don't want to watch anything about Iraq and Afghanistan either.
Fair enough.
I don't like the colour palette.
Yeah, just like the cut of that of that fucking "we shouldn't be there" communist jib of Vietnam.
Yeah, and I think as well, because we weren't in it.
No.
Whereas Iraq and Afghanistan, we kind of contributed to being the bad guys in that. Well, I think everyone was a bad guy in that. But yeah, Full Metal Jacket is just
I mean, it is a banger.
fucking excellent. Like, it's It's just wild how good it is when you watch it back.
Yeah. I mean, it is. I've spoken about it before on the podcast. It is a staggeringly good movie.
And for a movie made nearly 40 years ago, it feels really contemporary still. Like, it doesn't feel dated at all.
No, it don't. It don't. Still bothers me that it's quite clearly not. That it's quite clearly not.
You need to just get past it.
But we did. Remember what this is first? Is we did do a rare thing, didn't we?
What's that?
We watched a iTunes special feature.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's on the iTunes edition of Full Metal Jacket, which is a 4K presentation. Looks very, very nice.
Does.
Sounds great as well.
Really highlights the Vietnaminess of it all.
It does. It highlights absolutely that complete grey British sky. But there's like a half an hour, 35-minute like little documentary bit in there.
Yeah.
About kind of like not really the making of, but just kind of like the
like talking heads bit.
Just talking a bit about the film. There, that's really quite. It's quite fascinating, isn't it? It goes like the Arlie Emery bits and just like the shooting of it, how long it takes and bits like that.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of the fact
that Kubrickiness of it.
Yeah. And because I'm fairly certain Matthew Modine wrote, because apparently he's a prolific like journaler.
Okay.
Yeah. And so he went back and looked at his journals from finding out when he got Full Metal Jacket to actually finishing fucking filming the film.
Right.
And he released it as like a book, but not just the actual journal entries, but as almost like a biography of what he was doing at the time and how he felt at the time looking back on it and bits like that. So it's a mixture of all this.
So like with additional context.
Yeah, and I'm fairly certain he released like an audio book, not just of that, but to go with it as well, as like a companion piece with it. Because it was like a coffee table book, I think, in the end.
Yeah.
It just reminded me of that it might be something interesting to look into in the future. Yeah, and yeah, we'll get to the together in a minute. We also rewatched. We rewatched Rogue One a few weeks ago, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
So we rewatched The Force Awakens, didn't we?
Yes.
Yes. Going back, Becky, what are your thoughts on The Force Awakens?
I think... See, I really like the new trilogy of Star Wars movies. I do. I quite possibly like them better than the originals because they're ones that were released within my memory and they're not the prequels. So I really like them. They've dropped the ball so badly with the casting of Rey. That is the one fly in the ointment for me. She is painfully bad. She's just got this angry
genuinely
face,
it's not that. Do you know what the thing that bothers me most about her? I thought The Force Awakens was fine. I just think, like a lot of Star Wars things, for me, this is very much a personal opinion, for me, it's just quite boring at points. I just don't care. And so that is a very personal opinion on that. My thing about what's her name, Daisy Ridley, is it genuinely, it looks like she's only just realised that she's got arms, and she doesn't know what to do with them at all. So she looks a little bit like fucking Zig or Zag from, what is it? Like, just these things that just exist. And so when she's running, and she's running for like 80% of this movie, and when she isn't running, she's standing, talking upwardly and into nothingness about how confused she is. And I think it's like, babe, are you confused because of these things that attach to the top of your torso? And she'd be like, yeah, I don't know what they are, and it's scaring me. She can't move her arms.
But I think
it's like an Ace Ventura when nature calls, when his arms get paralysed and he's running with his arms. What is it? It's that.
It is a bit like that. I do worry though, because she seems to have worked really hard over the last 5 years to prematurely become a middle-aged woman. Like, she dresses like one, she looks like one, she does her makeup like one. Like, she's really trying so hard to do that. Like, and isn't she in the next trilogy?
I think, but apparently, yeah, she's going to be back.
Supposed to be.
Yeah.
I just don't know how that works.
The thing is, I kind of enjoyed my time with it. Ford's good in it. Oscar Isaac's good in it. John Boyega does a very good job at being essentially acting like a child.
I love Finn.
Within
They
it.
do him real dirty in the
Yeah.
second movie, and then he's just dead to everyone, isn't he?
Yeah. And then, what did we watch after, Becky? We didn't watch...
we started?
We've started watching Return of the Jedi. We didn't do that. No. We watched the film that nobody else has the balls to rewatch or has forgotten exists.
It's alright though. I actually really enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
we rewatched Solo and Star Wars Story.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only Star Wars story that got told.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
There's a bit in the middle where it becomes an incoherent mess of just things flying around, and it just gets a little bit confused itself, and then it stops and it goes back to being that, back to being quite fun. What's his name? He's good.
Ordinary.
Yeah, he's good. As I'm not sure he feels like he's the same Han Solo as Harrison Ford, but I'm fine with them both being Han Solo.
He's got the same rakishness. I think it's fine.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson is just great. Donald Glover is good.
Yeah, I like Donald Glover in it. He's a good
Lando.
Lando, yeah.
Yep.
He is, because Lando's, yeah, he gets it right, I think.
Paul Bettany as Trin Voss is good.
Yeah.
The fact that his face things get more open, like his wound fins or whatever they are, get more open the more angry he gets.
Yeah.
And then when he calms down, they go back.
Yeah.
He's quite good. I quite like that.
Yeah.
Clint Howard turns up, because of course he does. His fucking brother directed it. That's weird, though, that they got Ron Howard to direct it. That always kind of throws me a little bit. Like, you feel like they like... Maybe his time... Like, he was at the Star Wars premiere. Maybe he shouldn't be directing a Star Wars movie like 40 years later.
I mean, the whole Ron Howard thing was just like, they had the cast. They literally, like, they had all the sets built. They literally needed to parachute someone in.
Yeah. And
he's
why not?
he's a
Steady pair of hands.
steady pair of hands.
Yeah, it's just weird. It always weirds me out. It's like, oh yeah, it's a Ron Howard movie, this, isn't it? That's odd. But yeah, I enjoyed my time with Solo, A Star Wars Story. And I think the reason why is because Han Solo is just a guy to me. He's not a hero to me. I wouldn't go as Han Solo to Halloween. I don't... It doesn't have that nostalgic connection to me. So I can enjoy this differently of that. Where you will have people going, yeah, but that's not Han Solo. I go, I mean, it is, because he's called Han Solo. And I get that people have that reaction to it. I can understand that. But I don't. So I think I can enjoy this more.
Yeah, but I mean, I do. I have an attachment to the original trilogy. I watched them loads when I was a kid, and I can watch it and fucking enjoy it. I think he makes a great Han Solo.
But a lot of Star Wars fans can't enjoy things.
There is that.
That is the other bit. Unless it's the exact thing that they wanted. Right, go on then, Bex.
So we watched the body horror manifesto of Together, starring Dave Franco and Alison Brie.
Can I just ask a quick question?
Yeah, go on.
Ian, you're not going to watch Save, so we can be all spoilers all the time, can't we?
Not a fucking chance.
I reckon you get a kick out of it.
I don't know whether he would. What I will say to you, Ian, is the dog bit at the start.
Now,
blink and you'll miss it. But I can understand elsewhere why you don't want to watch it. Bex, sorry.
Yeah.
am I going first?
Yeah.
I don't. Okay. Do I need to do a Because it's a sort of kind of new review.
It's
Do I need to do a
written and
thing?
directed by Michael Shanks.
Yeah.
Old Shanksy.
Yeah. Okay. Years into their relationship, Tim and Millie find themselves at a crossroads as they move to the country. The tension's already flaring. An encounter with an unnatural force threatens to corrupt their lives, their love, and their flesh.
Yep.
Put a little spice on it on the end there. Did you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark. Thoughts?
Sorry, Dave Franco is a human cook chair.
I'll leave him be.
He is so... just... No.
Oh, he's adorable.
No. He's not adorable. He's weird.
Yeah.
And
It's-
I don't know, the thing is, Alison Brie feels like someone who would actually quite like to cuck someone.
Like, she is 100% cooked him.
Allegedly.
Just no allegedly about it. Come for us. Sue me.
Don't sue him. I want to go on holiday again.
No, because you can't, because it happened. And they know it.
I don't think it did.
It has.
Mark, like, mate, like, I know, like, this, it will probably never come to anything, but do you actually know that Alison Brie has cucked Dave Franco? Do you maybe want to take that back?
No, I know.
For fuck's sake, alright.
That's why I won't get sued. I ain't got anything anyway.
Hang on, have you fucked Alison Brie?
You wish.
No comment. It's shit. I'm sorry, I know you liked it, Becky, but it's shit. Like, the weird thing is, right, it is the Joey explaining chemistry between co-stars. So the what is it there of have I ever had chemistry with anyone I'm going to play with? No. And was I sleeping with all of them? Yes. Right? They have no chemistry
But that
whatsoever.
That is part of the story.
Is it though?
Yeah, the whole kind of point of the story is they're supposed to be both of them clinging to this relationship that is over.
But because he's got trauma that he's never explored.
I mean,
It's forgotten about.
he finds his mum mad in a bed next to his dead dad. I think that's fairly like clearly explained actually.
It's explained, but it's just not. It's given up on really quite easily.
I mean, what are they supposed to do with it?
Something to some kind of closure. It's just. It all seems to be leading up to that end bit where they go together.
They Eliza Sue.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, fucking Alison Brie is if she was dressed as Timothy Chalamet on Saturday Night Live.
It do be like that.
Like that's the ending. Her parents are coming round, and she opens the door as Timothy Chalamet if she was on Saturday Night Live.
Well, hang on, so they fuse together Monstro and Eliza Sue style, and then her parents come to dinner.
Yes.
Yeah, like her parents literally knock on the door, and the melding of them together answers the door, and genuinely, what does it look like, Becky?
It does look like that, yeah.
It does look like if Alison Brie dresses Timothy Chalamet for a Saturday Night Live sketch.
Yeah. It is weird. They could have done better with that bit.
Yeah.
Finding something that looked like a cross between the two of them. The thing is, I think it's got enough daft moments through the film that when it does have to do something really daft, like the bit where they're fusing together, and like the bit where she opens the door, it's got enough levity built into it already that it doesn't feel as outright stupid as it otherwise would have done. I think it's an interesting kind of concept of like their relationship is falling apart. They do kind of they are no longer right for each other. They want different things, and the shared peril kind of brings them back together, and then they become one.
2, what do they become one to, Becky?
They become one to become one by the Spice Girls.
Yeah. Because that gets referenced earlier on in the movie, and you're like, oh, I wonder what the fuck's going to happen later. And so he puts on, Ian, not just two becomes one, like it's playing over the top. He puts it on.
He puts the record on, yeah.
He puts it on.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
So that they can do it.
Yeah. Yeah, he does, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, this film sounds alright, actually.
Honestly, Ian, it's fucking funny. It's mint. I enjoyed it.
Nobody does anything an actual human would do.
I don't care.
Like, nobody reacts to anything in a natural way.
I don't know. That bit where she's getting fucking nailed in the bathroom and then his dick gets stuck inside.
At a school that she works at.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But I think because...
Because it's been a while. That is her excuse, is because it's been a while.
No. What I was going to say was... because they're comfortable with each other, because they are IRL married, that scene is actually quite, like, it feels quite real. Like, I don't think Dave Franco's dick ever has literally got stuck inside Alison Brie, but their reactions to it are a bit like, holy shit, what do we do? Like, it's not pantomimey. It could have been stupid, that scene, and it doesn't feel it. Like, you feel their panic.
But yeah, I think, to be honest...
No, but it could have been done badly, and it isn't. It's done well, so...
It's done well. Right, my thing about this is, I think that the silliness and the fact that it becomes quite funny is accidental, and they've leaned into it later on.
No, I don't think so. I don't agree with you at all there.
I
think you're being minge-faced about it, because you were never going to like this film.
No, it's not that. I just don't think it's very good.
Right, you are wrong.
Mark, I mean, to be fair, the fact that Dave Franco puts on with purpose to become one in that scene...
It's magnificent.
They wrote it funny, come on.
I'm just not sure they did. I think they've leaned into it as it's gone along.
No.
But it's just a little bit too serious in points. For it.
He just isn't, though.
I don't agree with you.
It isn't. It's fucking funny.
I don't even think it's that funny. She's good.
You just don't like Dave Franco.
I don't mind Dave Franco.
Oh, that is such a lie.
No, I think Dave Franco is good when he's doing comedy. When he's doing outright comedy. When he tries to do serious, he just comes across as a little bit like, you feel like you're going to cry.
He does look a bit like he's going to cry at various points in this movie, yeah.
Yeah.
I think her neighbour's quite good as well.
You mean the what is it guy?
Yeah.
The guy who's already fused?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't give it all away, because he might watch it now. After hearing about the two become one bit.
I just...
Good.
Wasn't my bag, didn't get on with it. I'm glad you liked it, Bex. I was really bored.
I really, really liked it. I will 100% watch this again.
Fine. I will not.
That's fine. You also don't like sticky things.
No, I don't like sticky things.
And there's a lot of pulling apart.
Oh.
Yeah, because I don't like that either.
And you don't like eye stuff. And there's
don't like eye stuff. There's an eye stuff. Yeah. Yeah. It pushes a lot of my wrong buttons. Yeah.
It's fucking mint. If you like body horror, watch it. Is what I would say to people.
Fair.
And if you like Eliza Sue out of The Substance, also watch it.
They don't quite become Eliza Sue. It's not quite that.
it's that shot of them from afar where they're half melded is quite.
That
Eliza
is,
Sue.
but then they become.
Oh yeah. Poor Timmy Charles. Timothée Chalamet, actually.
Yeah.
Fucking mint. Good time.
What
Nice.
What have you been watching here?
Okay, I think I've only got a couple. I will say we've been watching season 2 of Platonic, the Seth Rogen, Rose Byrne Apple TV show.
We've started that.
I like it. It's good. The second season feels a little less grounded.
Okay.
Something happens in the latest episode where it's like, wow, that would actually never happen, but okay. But I like it. I like the fact that it is they're never going to get together. They are friends. And that's the whole core of the show. And it's just them supporting each other and like arguing with each other and stuff. I like that. So, yeah, it's doing well. And it's like, it's just a good half-hour comedy. You know, so there which is great. I'll say as well, I've watched the first 2 episodes of Alien Earth.
Is it good?
Haven't caught. Yeah, it is actually. I haven't caught up on last week's yet, but yeah, no, it is good. I'm intrigued to see how things will actually link up with the start of of Alien, because like xenomorphs are like straight up there, and there is a xenomorph on Earth, which I don't think is a spoiler really. But the good thing is you got plenty of that kind of like gruey kind of alien action, but also the characters are interesting, and there's a tech bro guy in it, which does feel a bit like I actually might need a new interpretation of a tech bro at this point.
Is he just the same? Yeah.
He's just do me a tech bro, but like a young tech bro, not an established like older tech bro, and it would be this guy. So there is that, but the rest of it, it's a good time. I'd be intrigued to talk about it more if when you guys get to it.
We'll definitely get to it,
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I'm digging it.
Everyone on socials is saying it's a masterpiece. You must watch it. So
it's not that, but it's going in a more interesting direction than Prometheus and Covenant were.
That's not hard.
So yeah, you know, so that there we are. And then just a couple of films. So I watched Crime Story, Jackie Chan film from 1993, where it's Jackie Chan going serious. And it's the thing is, because it's
Jackie Chan movie I ever watched.
I mean, you know, it's a decent enough way to start, I suppose. I mean, it's China. They're very respectful and reverential about the police and, you know, the people who protect us kind of thing. It definitely, you know, it's a lot of scenes of police people being heroic. But then also, the plot of it is this property baron guy thinks he's going to be kidnapped, and the police, like, basically put Jackie Chan on as lead of protecting him. And I was like, but then there's a scene where he's like talking about basically cutting corners to get some construction done on time, and then he's set upon by protesters, and then Jackie Chan has to go like, look, I respect your right to protest. I've got to do a job. We've all basically got to like live together. So hey, maybe don't protest. Yeah, let him do his thing, even though I don't agree with it. But let him do his thing, because I'm just doing my job like you are. And it's a bit okay. That's an interesting message. And then the property baron guy gets kidnapped. His wife is kidnapped, and then it's suddenly the property baron guy is the victim. And, you know, there's actually a corrupt force in the police who are the real bad guys, not the guy who was just talking about cutting corners on property development and having his workers protest against him about pay. And it's just a bit, why the fuck was that stuff even in there then? But there's some decent action, not enough hand-to-hand stuff. This is Jackie Chan's policeman, so he's got a gun, which is a shame. But there is a guy who I think had the world record for longest on-screen burn on film. He's on fire for a long time.
Oh, not like a sick burn, like you really insulted someone. Like a physical.
Yeah, no. Like, he... is on fire for a bit. Like the last 20 minutes of this film really like do kind of elevate it. Before that, not so much. And then my other film for this week is Runaway Jury.
Nice.
A film where I watched it on my iPad in the hotel room in Edinburgh, and I was very, very disappointed that this film was not about a jury that disappears. I genuinely, hand on heart, thought that was what was this film was going to be.
Interesting.
I thought it was going to be some shady corporation who are on trial somehow kidnap a jury.
Nope. It is.
No.
It is. What if we took a 90s John Grisham movie and 2000s it?
I mean, it is. Like, the thing is, the twist in it, kind of like in the end of the first act, which, spoilers for Runaway Jury, is John Cusack really doesn't want to be on the jury, gets put on the jury, has a kind of a weird meet cute in a voodoo shop or something at the start with Rachel Weisz. And then at the end of the first act, it's revealed actually he and Rachel Weisz are in on it together, and they're basically going to sell the jury to Gene Hackman or Dustin Hoffman because he's super persuasive.
Yeah.
It's like, right, that's some really good morally grey shenaniganing here. Like, that is interesting. And then by the end, oh no, they had it in for Gene Hackman the entire time. Boo! Boo, I say, boo!
Yeah, I like John Grisham movies. This is one of the lower ones. I also like John Cusack movies. This is one of the lower down ones. Not as big as John Cusack, it's middle road Cusack.
I mean, they have to make quite the punt that Dustin Hoffman isn't desperate enough to actually go, yeah, alright, I'll pay you the $15 million, buy me the jury.
Yeah.
And I get that it's like, because he's a good, upstanding man, even though he's Dustin Hoffman. And yeah, the thing is, I enjoyed it. It is utter bobbins.
Oh, yeah.
Like, brutally so. But I mean, even like, there's a scene early on where he is talking to a bunch of his friends about how he doesn't want to be on the jury. And one of them's talking about the Madden Challenge. It's like, oh shit, yeah, the Madden Challenge. Well, I got to do the Madden Challenge. And then Rachel Weisz is like walking along in the background because at this moment in time, it's a bit like, well, who's she then? Is she following him or something? But it's a bit, why is that scene there? Because there's no one there that he needs to convince. He's just, why is he talking about that with those guys?
Yeah.
Gone full method.
Or did one of them give him the idea that the Madden Challenge is the excuse? Because if so, he's not very good at his old job of being smart enough to know how to fake his way into the jury.
What I always find funny, like, is with the John Grishamness of it all, is that, like, John Grisham, like, is a very popular author and like that, but his films have just gradually got worse, like the film adaptations. So it starts with The Firm, very good. Then The Pelican Brief, good. The Client, good. A Time to Kill, good. The Chamber, we're getting less good. Rainmaker, it's fine. Gingerbread Man, it's not that great. Runaway Jury, yeah, not great. Mickey, what? Christmas with the Cranks.
Christmas with the Cranks is a John Grisham adaptation.
Yeah.
How does that work then?
Yep. John Grisham book called Skipping the Christmas.
Alright, I'm going to believe you. But look, yeah, I mean, utter trash. But it's like, I watched half of it on the plane up to Edinburgh and then half of it in my hotel room. And it's like massive plane vibes to that one.
Yeah, it's a play and watch.
it's like I'm on planes quite a lot now, which is really, really weird. So it's almost like I've got to find, like, my old treadmill watches are now plane watches. But, you know, it's like just fucking EasyJet flights where the flight is literally an hour long.
Yes, you by the time you forgot your iPad out and everything like that, you're going to be watching like 40 minutes of a movie.
Oh, mate, honestly, like, the flight back on Thursday, I was like, do you know what? The flight's so short, I'm just going to watch outside for an hour. Because it was, like it was relatively cloudless, and it was quite nice out. So I was just watching the land go by. And I'll tell you what, very quick tangent, Logan Air, I think they just fly out of Edinburgh. They only do a few destinations, but they do between Cardiff and Edinburgh. Flight's an hour long. The plane is 1 seat to the left, 2 seats to the right, and it's like 18 rows. Tiny plane, but they still give you a tea or a coffee and a fucking caramel wafer.
Fair.
It's really, really cute. And like like they're really there. I don't know. They're just nice flights. But yeah, I just watch the world go by outside because, like you say, it just feels like it's not quite long enough. But the EasyJet one, I didn't have a window seat and it was pissing down when I flew out of Bristol. So it was like, oh, well, yeah, all right, I'll stick something on. But there we are, Runaway Jury. Yeah, there we are. So let's talk about The Life of Chuck, which, Bex, you are starting this one. Directed by Mike Flanagan, screenplay written by Mike Flanagan, starring Tom Hiddleston, but not for as long as you think. Jacob Tremblay, Karen Gillan, Mark Hamill, David Dasmalkian, Matthew Lillard, Rahul Kohli, I'm missing someone, Chiwetel Ejiofor. So, The Life of Chuck, a life-affirming, genre-bending story. It feels a bit editorialising, to be honest, IMDb, about 3 chapters in the life of an ordinary man named Charles Krantz. Bex, The Life of Chuck. You're our Stephen King correspondent. Do you agree with one of the pull quotes on the trailer that it is one of the most profoundly beautiful films ever made?
No.
Fair enough.
No, it's. Do you know what? It's a very accurate adaptation. Is what I would say. If you watch the film, you don't really need to read the book, and vice versa. It doesn't really deviate or expand upon the story, which given that it's a short story and given that we've been gifted with Frank Darabont, is really disappointing. I reread the short story before this came out, just to kind of remind myself and to be able to kind of go, well, that's interesting what he's done with that, because obviously it's quite a flimsy little story about quite a heavy subject, don't get me wrong, but it is quite it's not like long, and it's really interesting what he's done there, but he doesn't do anything. He just adapts it beat for beat.
So is he just a little bit too slavish to the... Is it because he's too big a Stephen King fan?
I think it might be now, yeah. The issue that I've got is I reread it thinking, I don't know what the fuck he does with this. Like, but I have faith in him because it's Mike Flanagan and Gerald's Game and blah, 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 blah. Doctor Sleep, blah, 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 blah. And he just hasn't done anything with it. He's just... It almost could be what you see in your head when you're reading it.
Like I said on the podcast last week, when we briefly talked to Ian about it, it is the closest thing I've ever seen to an audiobook that has visuals.
Yeah, and I don't like overly narrated movies, because it feels really lazy. It
Depends
just feels
how it's done.
lazy. And I just expected better, if I'm honest. I really did. All the acting performances are great. I think Chiwetel Ejiofor is... Which one? Yeah. He's really good. Karen Gillan as his ex is good. You know, everyone with the possible exception of the one that you're going to mention is really good. Mia Sara's ace as his grandma. It is quite uplifting and whatever, but I just don't see. Oh, I just expected better. I'm really disappointed in it.
Oh man. Okay. Mark.
I liked it.
I'm not saying I didn't like it.
I don't. I agree that there's not. I was a bit like, I expected something big to keep happening, and it doesn't. But I was kind of all right with that, and I enjoyed while it was on. It feels like a collection of vignettes, but that fit together quite nicely.
I think that's the vibe, though. It's the largeness of our internal worlds versus the smallness of our external worlds. That is the point of the story.
And I like that, and I think that Flanagan he nails the big sequences. So the dance sequence is fantastic. It is fantastic, and it's engaging, and it pulls you in. I was a little bit, and I've said this before on podcast. Like, I don't like it when you've got when things feel too new and like not lived in. But it's him. We're in his head, so it doesn't need to have that lived in feel. It can
You're
feel
not for
polished.
that bit, though. That's
But
the
I feel
world.
like it is that though. I feel like it's his memory of it rather than the actuality of it.
Yeah, all right.
And the
fair.
memory of it is different. It will be polished. It won't have the gum on the sidewalk.
Okay.
So I'm all right with that, and it's very well done. It's all very well acted, with the exception of the fact that I'm sorry, Mark Hamill is a bad actor. He might be great at doing the Joker's voice,
Yes.
but he's not a good actor. He's just not, and he is fucking. Why is he Geppetto in it?
He is Geppetto, yeah.
It's just like he's just Geppetto. And why? Like, somebody should have said,
Baby, I need you to tone down the Geppetto.
I need less Geppetto, Mark, from you. And there's that element to it. There seems to be too much Geppetto. But then I really like, one of my favourite scenes in the entire movie is when effectively the world is ending. And you've got Matthew Lillard's character and Chiwetel Ejiofor's character just having a chat.
Yeah.
And that felt really like, well, that would what it'd be if the world was kind of ending. We'd still have to go along with our lives until it kind of got to the bit where it was ending, where it was actually about to end. Because until, like, your company tells you, no, we're not a company anymore. Until consumerism or just general existence starts to fucking fall apart, we would just still be going, yeah, but is it all going to matter in like a couple of months' time? Well, maybe not.
It's like that thing that does the rounds on social media, and it's like, oh, what would you do if you heard the world was ending and you only had 12 hours to live? Response, I think I'm working that day, so I guess I'll be there.
Yeah, it very much is that.
Yeah.
And that's it. But their conversation is really good and really engaging. And it's just a guy in a chat with his neighbour. But that is what Flanagan is really good at. Is taking things of these very natural conversations in an unnatural bit. And getting I suppose it's dragging the humanity out of things.
But that ain't him.
What?
He's not inserted that.
No, but he's good at that. He's good at that in other bits that he's done.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
It's the small moments it's the small moments that Flanagan delivers in more than the big moments. Sometimes he's good at the big moments, but the small moments aren't bits that have to happen in between leading up to the big moments, like it is with some directors. He gives a shit about that.
Yeah.
You know, there's that. Mia Sara's fantastic in it. You know, really engaging and really like, you know, yeah. I enjoyed it. I can see why people might not click with it, but I found it to be quite sweet and quite engaging and quite nice. I think maybe when you've got written by Stephen King going in for nice, some people just won't have been expecting.
No. I just wish he'd Flanagan'd it a bit more. I just wish he'd brought it out a bit more. Like, just to give it a bit more, I don't know, meat. Yeah,
it does seem like he's too in reverence to Stephen King to ever to with this to go, I'm going to change this.
But he's done it before.
But I think maybe he just wanted to make a book of the life of Chuck. Of the life of Chuck.
Was the Pornhub bit in the short story?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they mentioned Pornhub in the parent-teacher meeting.
Yeah.
I
I really like that moment of like, just like Chiwetel Ejiofor just kind of like laughing and going, "Yeah, no, I noticed." You know, like that's
yeah.
I mean, it's an interesting one, this, isn't it? Because it won the Audience Award at TIFF last year.
It feels tiffy.
It does feel.
And it feels Audience Awardy as well. You know, but I mean, I liked it. A good amount, but I think the first act for me was the highlight of the film.
Agree.
And I think the third act, the thing is, it also tripped me up with the pacing a little bit, where the first act and the second act are a lot shorter than the third act. And especially the second act, because the second act is essentially Tom Hiddleston walking along, has a dance sequence, has a couple of conversations, end of act.
Yeah.
You know, that it's very quick there. And then the third act is, you know, the little kid and then Jacob Tremblay. And whereas the first act, it is this, what the fuck's going on? And the whole kind of like the weirdly, yeah, that's kind of how you could see the destruction of the world actually happening, where it's just one big Armageddon. It just happens steadily over time, and then just one day you switch off. You know, you're in the middle of saying "I love you," and then everything goes blank. You know, and it's. I really liked how that was depicted, but to Bex's point, it's like how much of that is Flanagan, how much of it is King. You know, which is interesting. Bex, I will look at that later. I assume there's the mention of Pornhub in that photo.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. It's
not a screenshot, by the way, guys.
No. But yeah, like
watched.
But I was charmed by the kid learning to dance. I thought that was cracking, and how he's almost like honouring the memory of his grandma by doing that.
Oh,
but then you movement. The hand, yeah, like the hand above the head, yeah. I mean, it was lovely. But then Mark Hamill does like almost threaten to derail it. Like, he is really, really, really bad in this. And the Geppetto point is perfect, but it's just that fucking monologue about maths. And it's just, you need a better actor than Hamill.
Yeah.
Because also, this is the conversation that is going to shape Chuck's life, where he's always going to have an appreciation for dance, but he's going to be an accountant.
Yeah.
Like, this is the conversation that kind of like sets him on that path. But then the last scene, where it was like, what the fuck is actually going on in that attic? I was like, wow, that's powerful. You know, and the seeing the thing and you just knowing what it is, you know, knowing that's the end of your life, and then yeah, and then like the credits just playing out over the image of that room with like the light and the dust coming in. I thought was a great way to end the film. So it's good. It's good, and I could see why it would be an audience charmer. But I could defo see why the distributor weren't also, let's do an awards campaign for this.
Yeah, I think the thing with it is, I think it's one of those films where while you're watching it and when it ends, you'd be like, that was fucking great. If you were in the right setting, other people were vibing with it. But then an hour later, you'd be like, but Hamill was a bitch of Petaway. And the shining of it, you'd still like it, but you'd start to come down a little bit.
Yeah, no,
it's just about, you know, Flanagan's had some real achievements in TV, and from like a film point of view, like Doctor Sleep, he made a cinematic sequel to The Shining that Stephen King was all right with. Like, that is a miracle.
Yeah.
I think that's my issue. It's not that I necessarily dislike it. I mean, it feels weird to be complaining about a film because it's an accurate adaptation. Like, as a reader, that's kind of what you want. But as also a film fan and a Flanagan fan, I expected more from it. I expected it to not just be a straight adaptation. Does that make sense?
So basically, it wasn't your Star Wars.
Well, yeah, do you know what? Maybe. I just... It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. I wanted it to be better. I wanted it to have more meat on its bones, and it just doesn't.
It's good.
Yeah, it is good. I enjoy it. It's definitely not shit.
Definitely not shit.
Yeah, but yeah, pardon me. I'd say that's maybe about it. Right. Okay. Have we got any Twitter questions?
We don't have Twitter. Well, Instagram questions today. I got this a bit late today. Apologies for that. I'll make sure I get it out in better time, guys. I know I'm an absolute piece of shit. Absolutely. So yes, we don't have any questions, unfortunately. That's a good poster for. I'm just going to post for Bone Lake. Crop up on Instagram, and that's a good poster.
Show me.
Yeah, some bones on there, some boobs.
New screensaver.
Maybe not quite. It's not quite Big Verge, but
no. I was riffing more on your Amazing Amy one.
Yeah, no, it's been Big Verge for a while now.
DVD.
Yeah.
On that note, right, so next show, maybe some random utterings from Italy. It may not be. We'll see. But then, yeah, I don't know when it will be up. So there might be a little bit of break in service, but we'll be back. These guys have got football to watch, so I'm going to say thank you very much, Becky.
Thank you very much, Ian.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you very much, Ian.
And I haven't done this for a while. Fuck you, Jason Reitman. Goodbye.
He thought he got away with it. He's listening to it and gone, it's been a fuck.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
What's interesting?
Well, Caught Stealing's out this week, isn't it?
It is.
Toxic Avenger.
Is that a cinema?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toxic Avenger on Saturday night.
Oh, you gonna go see it?
I'm not on my own. I'm not a sad sack.
Why? I've got to see it on my own.
Oh, you're a sad sack.
I don't care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Speak to you soon, man. Bye.